Ladies and gentlemen, as everyone please rise, remove your hat, and feel free to join Conestoga sophomore Miss Liz Wright as she will be singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bolt bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner, for the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Conestoga, where the Pioneers will be taking on Haverford for the Central League semi-final game. I'm Toby Dieterle, and here with me is
Dima Ponomarenko.
This is a high-stakes game. In the semifinals, both teams have a lot to lose, but also a lot to win. Conestoga came off a tough loss against Lower Merion. Unfortunately, no, that was the boys' team. I'm not sure what the record is for the girls, but regardless, both teams are going to try really hard, put their all in, and this is going to be probably coming down to the skin of their teeth. Dima, what do you think is going to be important in this game?
I think it's going to be important for the girls to just work together, know what they're doing. I'm sure they have prepared for this game their whole season, and they're just going to have to put their best foot forward.
Jump ball. Haverford gets it. Maloney bringing it up. Trying to cut in, but gets it back to Kelly. Haverford taking their time. Gets it back to Maloney. Good ball movement to Kelly in the corner. Dotsy contested in the paint, but gets it in. First point for Haverford. That's going to set them up with a 2-point lead. Conestoga's not having it, though. Brown taking it up with the same vigor. Lanuette drives into the paint. Passes it out. Jennings with the shot, but it comes short. Haverford back with the ball. Good first plays by on the first two plays by both teams. Kelly gets it to right. Dishes it back. Maloney stops the steal. Over to Foley. Driving into the paint. Haverford puts up a shot. And a foul's called. Little bit of confusion. That was a foul on Wright, number 22 for Haverford. Conestoga back with the ball. Lanuette bringing it up. Finds Preston. Good ball movement. Back to Lanuette. Near at the top of the key. Back to Preston. Conestoga having a tough time penetrating this defense, but Neary with the shot opportunity. Floater's too long, but Neary gets the rebound, and they keep possession. Lanuette being pressed. Gets it to Preston. Conestoga has to make a move here. Neary with the shot. Three is off. Haverford back with the ball. Foley taking it up with Wright in the paint. Gets it back up to Dotsy. Haverford taking some time to reset. Lob into the paint. Layup is no good. Up to Brown for Conestoga. Takes a shot. Again, just can't find that three. Haverford taking it up. Only 2 points have been scored in this game so far. A lot of drives, but not a lot of shots made. Foley driving in, but Jennings for Conestoga intercepts it. Neary with it. Drives in. Tries for a floater, but she gets fouled. Going to be another foul on 22 for Haverford for Wright. Maggie Neary is going to take two shots. First one is short. Gilroy coming in for Wright for Haverford. Maggie Neary is going to take her second shot. It's good. Dima, how have you felt about these early plays?
We had an incredibly strong opening with Haverford scoring 2 points right off the bat and then 2 fouls. But it seems that Conestoga is at least getting close to making a comeback. Incredibly strong moves from both teams, just such fast moves, but very few shots, as you've said.
Yeah, both teams playing really strong defense, as evident by not a lot of points on the board yet. Both teams having to take it a little slow. Dotsy with it for Haverford, gets it back to Maloney. Back and forth. The forward's just looking for an opening that isn't there. Still passing it around. Foley tries to get it. That's out of bounds. That's going to be a Conestoga possession. Meisner coming in for Conestoga, that's number 15. And Brown with it at the top of the key, gets it to Lanuette. To Preston inside. Long pass, and Meisner's going to drive in. Lanuette with the shot. Again, just can't find that three. Foul on 14. Maggie Neary for Conestoga. That's going to be a Haverford inbound pass. Dotsy taking it up, gets it to Gilroy in the corner, but heavily contested. Foley looking for a drive here. Gets the layup, and it's good. 4 points for Haverford, 3-point lead. Conestoga has to respond. Lanuette on the side, looking to maybe drive, but dishes it to Preston. Neary inside, cannot get the layup. Again, still have not found a shot other than that one foul. That free throw is the only thing keeping Conestoga on the board. Haverford misses a shot, and now they have another opportunity. Preston at the top, gets it to Brown with the drive. Floater's good. That's going to be the first points for Conestoga, other than that free throw, setting them at 3, just one below Haverford. It's anybody's game right now. Haverford gets it to Foley in the paint. Gilroy misses a shot, but a foul called. No goal, and that's going to be Haverford's possession. Passes it out to Maloney. This Conestoga defense is really making them struggle here. Same vice versa with the other team. Conestoga fighting for the rebound, and they get it. Jennings bringing it up. Gets it to Lanuette in the corner, who drives. Preston puts it up inside the paint and gets a foul. Foul on 14 on Haverford. Gilroy and Preston to take 2 shots. First one's good. 4-4, both teams tied up. Conestoga with an opportunity to take the lead here. Second free throw is good too. Conestoga with their first lead of the game. Haverford not far behind. Dotsey taking it up, but Preston gets the interception. Fast break, puts up the layup, and it's good. Conestoga at 7 points. 3-point lead over Haverford. Dima, how'd you feel about that?
It feels like in 60 seconds, Conestoga has gone from a 3-point lead of Haverford to now leading them by 3 points. Truly incredible. Can't wait to see what comes next.
A great comeback by Conestoga so far. Haverford misses a shot. Neary with another opportunity and baits the foul. She's going to shoot 2. Looked like a foul on Dotsey there. Neary to take 2. They make both free throws here. That could be a huge boost. Missed the first one, but Conestoga still with an opportunity to get their 8th point. It's up. And it's good. Conestoga double Haverford's points right now, but at the same time, it's only 4 more. Haverford with a good pass inside and an easy layup for Gilroy. Conestoga needs to respond here if they want to keep a good lead. 2 points is a lead, but it's not too comfortable. Preston with it at the top. Goes inside, but gets it to Jennings. Good ball movement. Lanuette with the drive inside and a floater that doesn't make it. Good attempt though. Haverford taking it up, trying to close this 2-point gap. Maloney gets it to Foley. Over to Gilroy. Dotsey for the corner. Looked like a long 2 there. It's going to be tied up again. Neary with it at the top. She has some space to work with, but Preston gets it to Jennings. Shot, no good. Haverford back with it. Less than 25 seconds on the clock. Haverford has some pressure here. Coming out of the first quarter with a lead would be huge. Lanuette with the steal, but Maloney recovers. Puts up a shot, but it's blocked, and that's clean. 2 seconds. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 8-8. Both teams tied up. Dima, how'd you feel about that first quarter?
The opening was insane, with Haverford taking 2 points right off the bat, then getting a couple fouls here and there, and then with Conestoga recovering, having a lead for a brief amount of time, and now Haverford again tying with Conestoga. Both teams are evidently incredibly strong. We just can't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I mean, initially we didn't see a lot of points from Conestoga. They only had that one free throw for a while, but they're able to come back, have a formidable lead, but it's back to a tie game at the quarter. Not a super high scoring game, but you got to realize both of these defenses are really good. It's hard to get that opening, hard to get an opportunity to get those points. That's why both teams have been forced to take some long shots that maybe aren't optimal, but it's the best way to get points. Both teams are doing well. About to come into the second quarter, and again, it's a balanced game right now. No one really has that momentum. But again, Conestoga had that taste of the lead for a short while and probably aren't going to give it up. Both teams coming back onto the court here. Number 14, Maggie Neary, looking to pass it in for Conestoga. Lanuette with it. Over to Jennings. Back to Preston. Over to Neary. A lot of good ball movement at that three-point line, but I think they're trying to get it in. That's what they do. Gets it back out to Brown with the three, and it's good. 11 points for Conestoga. Good early lead for them. Good way to start off and get the ball rolling. But Haverford's looking to respond. Dotsie gets it to right, puts it up, but no foul called. Conestoga back with it on another drive. Preston directing traffic. Here with it, gets it to Lanuette. Again, not a lot of opportunities. Haverford's playing some real nice defense. Brown with it at the three-point line. Again, Conestoga just moving it around, trying to get it into the paint. They do. Preston with a mid-range, cannot get it. Brown has some space here. It's too short though. Haverford back with possession. A little bit of a scramble, but they stay on top. Foley gets it into the paint. Dotsie with the rebound, but cannot finish it. Score staying at 8-11. Conestoga with a three-point lead. Still very close. Brown with it, gets it to Lanuette. Neary gets it to Brown. Preston looking for something. Neary with a pump fake, gets it to the corner, back up to Preston. Conestoga's really trying to get something here. Lanuette with some space, takes the shot, but too far right. Haverford's going to be back with it. Still just one three-pointer made this quarter. Looking for a higher scoring quarter this time, but we don't know. If they keep playing defense like this, might not be. Foley gets it to Mahoney, who cuts inside, but Close range shot just isn't there. Conestoga bringing it back up. Finds Neary, who takes a fast shot, but an air ball, and Haverford back with it. Pretty fast conversion there, but still can't get that numbers advantage. Dotsey with it, but stolen by Lanuette. Gets it to Brown. Timeout for Conestoga. Dima, what do you think of that early peak at the second quarter?
It really put Conestoga at an advantage just so early on into the second quarter. It hasn't seemed to set a precedent for their moves. The moves seem to be going on similarly to how it was in the first quarter. But just the fact, that power move of getting 3 points right off the bat, it's really sending a message.
Yeah, it's definitely getting the ball rolling, giving some momentum to Conestoga. 3-point lead isn't huge, but I think it's giving them the confidence to play well on offense and defense. But again, Haverford could close that gap with just 1-3. So both teams have to play cautiously. Conestoga looking to defend their lead and Haverford trying to get one of their own. What do you think they're talking about in the huddles right now?
I think it's definitely going to be about some scheming as to how to get over each other's defenses. The defenses are so strong, and both of the teams have been taking just a lot of shots trying to get a goal. But still, they have to make a plan to get over each other's defenses.
Yeah, the defenses have been a huge obstacle in this game, and the reason why the leading team only has 11 points. But regardless, Conestoga going at it. Preston with it at the top. Just passing the ball around. Meisner has it. Travel called. Yeah, travel called on Conestoga, and that's going to be a Haverford ball. Little mistake there for Conestoga, but when Haverford can take the lead with just one shot, that's not one you want to make. Maloney with it. Looking for some openings, but Haverford needs some more off-ball movement. Dotsey gets it to Foley and back to Dotsey. Over to Maloney again. Kelly with it, trying to look for that pass. Foley gets it back eventually to Kelly, who makes a shot. Either a three or a long two, and that's going to be a three-pointer. Teams are tied back up. There's no room for error here. Not a lot of room to breathe either. Conestoga right back into the action. Around 3 minutes left in this half. Lanuette has it. Back to Maggie Neary. Both teams are taking it slow, trying to make the best of each possession. Jennings with the shot, and it's good. 3 points for Conestoga. That's going to make it 14-11. Conestoga just barely hanging on to that lead. A lot of back and forth here, and here's a replay. Jennings making some space and a good three to finish it off, but Haverford's not going to let that slide. They're going to look for one of their own. Lonely looking for a shot. Dotsey with the pump fake, mid-range, can't get it. Conestoga gets the rebound and back on possession. Lanuette in the paint, puts it up, and that's another two. 16-11 for Conestoga, 5-point lead. This is where they start getting comfortable and confident. And Haverford the opposite. Maloney puts up a shot and it's good. They respond with their own. 14-16. This is a crazy game. Gonna get a quick replay here. Beautiful three from Maloney. Had just enough space to get it off. Now Conestoga right back at it. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Conestoga trying to expand their lead as they go into the second half. Jennings putting up a risky shot. Pretty closely guarded, but that didn't matter. Maggie Neary puts up her own shot. That's going to be a foul. Maggie Neary to take 2 shots for the second or third time this game. First shot is good. Gilroy coming in for Haverford. Brown coming in for Conestoga. Second shot is no good for Conestoga, and Haverford gets the rebound. 1:10 on the clock. Haverford has a bit of a time crunch. Maloney directing traffic and gets it to Dotsey. Kelly in the corner, but not enough room for a shot. Less than 60 seconds. Kelly looked like they wanted to take a shot. Gilroy back to Dotsey. A lot of good ball movement here for Haverford, but the movement isn't enough. They need a shot here. Maloney has it. Tries to get it inside to Kelly. Foul is called though. That's going to be Conestoga possession. Haverford maybe looked like they wanted to press there, but Jennings taking it up slowly. Looking for just one more shot to close out this half. Preston with it, gets it to Brown. 15 seconds on the clock. Meisner gets it back to Preston. In the paint. Preston puts it up, but cannot finish. Less than 1 second. Kelly puts up a shot, but it's no good. That's the end of the first half. Dima, how'd you feel about it?
This has been really intense. Both teams have scored a couple shots, but with the way that the first two halves have been, the way first two quarters, have been going, it seems that whoever wins this might just be a matter of when the clock runs out. Both the teams are very intense with defense, offense, daring shots. They're just giving it their all.
Yeah, Conestoga clutching onto a small lead, just 3 points here at the end of halftime. We'll see how that continues in the second, and we'll catch you back here on TETV.
I can't play go-kart right now. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of this game. Conestoga versus Haverford. Current score is 17-14. Conestoga with the 3-point lead. Coming back, it looks like, cannot tell whose possession it is, but Dima, how do you feel about that first half?
That first half was very tight. Both sides are evidently very strong with strong defenses and strong offenses, but not a lot of direct shots. They just keep one surpassing each other, then tying again. I think we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Both strong teams here. Haverford with possession to start. Dotson fully contested there on that right side, but travel called on Haverford. That could be detrimental early in the game where Haverford's trying to get back a lead. Conestoga to bring it up. Neary directing traffic, gets it to Preston. Jennings with it. Brown cuts inside, but gets it to Lanuette. Brown on that left side. To Neary. Back to Preston at the top with a drive inside. Gets it back to Lanuette. Conestoga playing it really safe here. They don't have a lot to worry about. They have a lead and they're trying to make the best of this possession. Neary back at the top, gets it to Lanuette. Conestoga just moving that ball around at the three-point line, trying to get a shot off. Preston loses it. And that's going to be a Haverford ball. A little bit of a sad ending to that play, but Conestoga again maintaining that lead. Maloney with it at the top. Brings that over to the left side. Dotsie gets it to Kelly. Maloney with it again. Foley finds right. Back to Maloney. To right to Foley. Gets it to Dotsie inside the paint. Trying to bait out a foul or get a shot, but finds neither. Conestoga back with it. Brown brings it up top to Preston. Still no points scored, and we're past 3 minutes into this quarter. Jennings with it. Almost gets it stolen by Foley. Conestoga retains possession. Tries to get it to Lanuette in the paint, but the pass is stolen by Haverford. Maloney bringing it up. Gets it to Dotsie. Again, just keeping most of that play at that three-point line. Fakes a shot, but Dotsie heavily contested. Jump ball, and that's going to be Conestoga. Still, both teams trying so hard to get some points on the board in the second half, but has yet to happen. Brown's going to bring it up for Conestoga. Preston with it now. Jennings with the shot. Almost good. Does not find it though, and Haverford with it now. Maloney bringing it up. Heavily pressured by Brown though. Dotsie has it now. Gets it back to Maloney. Dotsie driving into the paint. Foul called. Looked like maybe a blocking foul. Haverford's going to pass it in. Dotsie puts up a shot. Just can't find that three. Another whistle blown, and that's going to be Conestoga's ball. Brown's going to bring it up. Conestoga looking to expand their lead, as they have since the beginning of this. Still 17-14. Conestoga maintaining that three-point gap, but still not feeling super comfortable. Lanuette looking for a drive inside. Pressured by Kelly. Preston with it. Inside the arc, but it's stolen by Maloney on a fast break. Doesn't have that numbers advantage. Tries to take a mid-range shot, but Jennings with it. Gets the rebound, and Conestoga back at it. Counterattack after counterattack. The pressure is not stopping from either team. Lanuette with it now. Conestoga trying to get those players inside, but Haverford's not letting up any room in that paint. Jennings tries to get a shot, but the mid-range isn't found. Foley has it now for Haverford. Gets it to Maloney. Gets it over to Dotsie in the corner, but not a lot of room to work with. Back out to Maloney. Right finds Dotsie in the paint. Puts it up. Cannot get it. Another foul called on Dotsie. Haverford keeps fighting for these possessions, but has yet to find one. 3 minutes left in this quarter. Not a lot of time to work with. Not a lot of points being scored. Conestoga still hungry for more, and same with Haverford. Foley tries to steal it there. Lanuette in the paint, but comes back out to the three-point line, fires a shot, but Wright gets the rebound. No good for Conestoga. Haverford brings it up. Looking for Dotsie in the paint. Foul called, and that's going to be Haverford ball. Foley to pass it in. It's going to be crucial. Big opportunity for Haverford. Gets it to Kelly outside the arc. Three is no good. Scoreboard has stayed stagnant so far for the second half as we approach 2 minutes. Magineri with the drive inside. Puts up a floater, but does not find the net. Meisner locked and loaded for Conestoga, ready to come in. Foley looking to take a shot, but takes a mid-range instead. Again, does not find the net. Lanuette on a fast break with the help of Brown, but Foley's able to block that. As I said, Meisner, number 15, coming in for Conestoga, placing number 3, Libby Brown. Conestoga with the pass now. Gets it to Jennings in the corner. Not a lot of room to work with. Preston gets it back to Jennings in the paint. Puts up a layup. That's going to be a foul. Jennings for 2. Jennings looking to extend the lead to 4. Finds the first one. If Conestoga gets the second one, it's going to be a 19 points in total. First 2 points in the second half. And that's what she does. Conestoga getting the first points of the half, extending their lead to 5. Haverford back with it though. Travel for Dotsie, number 25 on Haverford. Substitution coming in, Gilroy. Number 14 came in for Haverford. That's going to be Gilroy in. And Meisner taking it up for Conestoga. Preston directing traffic. Sends it to Lanuette. Preston in the paint, taking a mid-range, and it's good. 21 points for Conestoga. That's going to be a 7-point lead, maybe the biggest one of this game. Conestoga is sitting comfortably on that scoreboard. And Haverford's facing pressure. Too much contact there for Conestoga. And Haverford's back in possession. Maloney snatches that pass from the top of the key. Not a lot of time to work with, less than 45 seconds on the clock. Lanuette goes for the steal, but Kelly gets it to Wright, who puts up a shot. Long 2, just can't find that net once again. Haverford has been stuck at that 14-point mark this entire second half so far. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Meisner with it, looking for a pass. Neary cuts in, but it's back up to Preston. 10 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of room or time to work with. Jennings with it. Step back 3. No good. Haverford with it, trying to put up anything, but the buzzer's too early. And that's going to be the third quarter. How do you feel about that, Dima?
it seemed like for a whole 9 minutes, the two teams just kept going back and forth until Conestoga scored just 60 seconds before the end of the quarter. This puts Haverford in a really tough position for the last quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is tough. They're down by 7, only 14 points to begin with. If they want to come away with the win, they're going to have to put a lot of effort into this fourth quarter. Again, Conestoga is going to be putting in the same, so it's going to be a tough competition. But Conestoga has the momentum. They have the confidence coming into this fourth quarter as well with a 7-point lead. A solid safety net. What do you think Haverford has to do to secure or at least get close to winning?
Haverford will definitely have to work harder to penetrate the defense of Conestoga. Not only that, but with all of their daring shots, they might only have to get better aim with them. You know, they take a lot of shots, but not a lot of them make it.
Yeah, not super good field goal percentages here for either team. And again, as Dima said, I think some drives inside, although it is tricky. Both teams have really good defense. If they could get those, or maybe just some passes to a player inside on the cut, could be good too. But again, easier said than done, especially with a strong opposing team like Haverford or Conestoga. Number 22, right to pass it in for Haverford. Maloney brings it up top, takes it to that right side, but just pressured too much. Dotsey's looking for something. Finds Maloney right outside the arc. Dotsey inside, but that's going to be a foul. Foul on number 13, it looked like, for Conestoga Jennings. And Haverford back with possession. Foley with it at the top of the arc. Finds Maloney again. They need to make some drives or make some shots. Either one will work. Wright has a little bit of room, but it's back to Foley at the top. Looking for a mid-range, but it's too short. Conestoga with another counterattack. Naganieri conducting the game right now, gets it to Lanuette. And sometimes both teams have a player in the paint, they have that player on the cut, but just cannot get the pass to them. Lanuette with it. Conestoga trying to up their lead to 9 or 10. Preston with the drive inside. The paint essentially free, and she baits a foul. Cannot get that two-pointer, but Preston's going to the line. Huge opportunity for Conestoga here. Could up the lead to 9 points. First free throw's good. Kelly coming in for Haverford. And Preston to take her second free throw. Goes up, no good, and Haverford gets that rebound. No time to spare. Haverford's down 8 points. It's going to be a timeout called. So Dima, Conestoga just claimed a pretty solid lead, 8 points. What do you think that's doing for both teams?
It is definitely making Conestoga feel a lot more secure, especially after a whole game of ties and then breaking them in ties again. For Haverford, on the other hand, I feel like it is putting them in a very tough spot. Only 6 minutes left for an 8-point lead. That's going to be a lot of trouble.
Yeah, minimum of 4 possessions here for Haverford. And especially with the Conestoga defense being so strong, it's going to be hard to pull off. 6.5 minutes left in the last quarter. Conestoga trying to keep up their lead. 8 points at the moment. Both teams coming back. Again, we talked about how Haverford might have some struggles here. What do you think they can do to best help themselves get points on the board?
At this point, I believe it is best for them to just go for it with every opportunity that they're given. That is what they've been doing, but I think that they need to do it more, and I think that that is what we're about to see.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have been playing a little passive, maybe a little hesitant too, which is good if you want to make the most out of your possessions, but also you could be missing opportunities. Haverford keeping the ball moving at that three-point line. Maloney takes a three and it's good. That'll be 17 points for Haverford. If I'm not mistaken, that's their first points in the second half. Big milestone for them and gets that ball rolling. They're still down by 5, but Conestoga misses their layup in the paint. Preston just can't find that rim, but it's okay, they're still in the lead. Haverford with it. Maloney at the top. Looked like she wanted another shot there. Dotsie in the paint looking for something. Finds right. Maloney with another shot. Short though. Doesn't find the net. Conestoga bringing it up. 5 minutes left in the last quarter. Jennings conducting. Gets it to Magineri. Over to Meisner. And back to Preston. Both teams have been following this similar play style. Maybe looking for some more shots, as we just saw from Haverford getting their first points in the second half. Jennings looking for anything. Finds Preston at the top. Mary with the behind the back and gets it to Meisner. Back to Jennings. Some good off-ball movement from Lanuette and Meisner. Preston looking for a drive. Ball tries to be stolen. Not quite sure what happened there, but it looks like it's going to be Conestoga ball. Number 3, Brown came in for Conestoga. Jennings back with it. Neri looking for Preston. Back to Jennings. Again, Conestoga has a comfortable lead here. Only 5, but still enough room for them to have a little bit of comfort. They don't need to take anything too fast. Lanuette wanted to drive, but just no holes in that Haverford defense. Whistle blown, and that's going to be another timeout. How are you feeling about the play of both teams here?
Well, I would like to say that I was right about Haverford taking a lot more daring turns. And you know, it is serving them out quite well. They got 3 extra points. Now Conestoga is only in a 5-point lead. They're closing that gap, and they're going to keep trying to do that.
Yeah, I mean, both teams haven't put that many points up in this last quarter. Still looking for some more. Although Conestoga has given themselves a significant lead. 22-17 right now, leading by 5. Not a huge gap, but something you can rely on a little when it comes to confidence, momentum. And it's something that Haverford's going to struggle with. Less than 4 minutes on the clock and a 5-point deficit to catch up with. Lanuette with it at the top. Heavily pressured by Kelly. Loses the ball, and that's going to be Haverford. Dotsie was able to get that. It's going to be huge. Foley with it at the top. Finds Maloney, wanted a shot, but drives inside. Gets the layup, and that's going to be 2 points. 19 total for Haverford. The lead is cut down to 3. Conestoga might be feeling the pressure here. Only a 1-possession game for Haverford. Conestoga needs to do something about this. A lot of ball movement. Conestoga creating some space for themselves. Near with some room for a shot, but gets it to Preston. Preston with the drive. Finds Jennings on the outside. And Haverford is doing really good, just keeping these players at bay. It's like another timeout. How do you feel about the strategy of just spamming timeouts, Dima?
It's definitely buying Haverford some time, and it seems like they're making great use of it. You know, they have since the last timeout scored another couple points. I think that gap is very much closing.
Yeah, I mean, Haverford is giving themselves some time to recuperate, especially after that 2-pointer, giving them some hope. Only 3 points of a deficit. Haverford is only 3 points away from tying this game up and 4 away from a lead. It's definitely not out of sight, especially when you have those 2.5 minutes on the clock. Again, Conestoga is probably looking to just run down the time when they have the possession, but gonna see a replay here. It's gonna be a Preston 2-pointer. I think Conestoga has excelled in the paint more than Haverford has. They've relied a lot more on their 3-pointers. Yeah, Conestoga coming back onto the court, looking and feeling confident, but Haverford has a lot to put up with. Mary's going to take pass in, tries to find Lanuette, but gets it to Jennings. Conestoga has been setting some picks, trying to get themselves some more space, but still not really escaping the pressure. Preston with it, gets it knocked out of her hands, but recuperates. Whistle blown. Foul called on Conestoga. Didn't see what it was for, but Kelly's going to get it to Maloney. Huge possession here. Haverford has the opportunity to tie it up. Just 2 minutes left. They have no time to waste. Maloney looking for a drive in, but dishes it back to Foley. Puts up a floater, bounces around, and it's good. 21-22, 1-point game. Conestoga just barely clutching this lead. Has to do something about it. Lanuette gets it to Preston. Over to Brown. Conestoga needs to get themselves some more space. As Neri tries with that pick, but again, this Haverford defense is pressing them so heavily. A little bit of commotion. Conestoga coaches trying to look for that foul, but none of them are called. Another timeout. 4th or 5th one of this quarter.
This is getting really intense, even more intense than it already was. With only 1 minute and 26 seconds on the clock and a 1-point lead, both of the teams just have to ram it all in. They're currently probably talking about their strategy for the next, 90 seconds. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, I mean, Haverford has been the closest to the lead than they have been in a while. And, Conestoga's on a bit of a dry run here. They've been at 22 points for a bit. On the other side, Haverford is getting some points up. They had a pretty tough lead to deal with from Conestoga, but they've almost come back. Just 1 point behind. And that's just one possession that could sway the game. Conestoga, again, just trying to run out that clock, but Now they're more pressured to get some more points on the board. Again, they're trying to do it more safely than they were before. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it plays out as both teams come back onto the court.
Might be a matter
Number
of
14,
when the clock
Neary.
ends more so than the skill of the teams.
Neary to pass it in. Finds Preston. But again, Haverford pressuring so heavily. Tries to find Lanuette. Dotsey tries to steal it, but goes out of bounds. Conestoga back with the ball. Minute and 17 on the clock. Conestoga finds Jennings, but she's pinched down that corner. Trying to find Preston. Haverford tries to force her out, but foul gets called on Wright for a shove. Preston with it for Conestoga. Conestoga has been setting some good screens, but again, less than a minute left. They want to put some points on the board to guarantee themselves a better lead. Approaching 45 seconds. Haverford fouls. It's going to stop the clock, but Conestoga keeps possession. Another timeout for the umpteenth time.
They are definitely buying themselves time to regroup, especially after that incredibly intense commotion, series of commotions. Goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it is justified, though. The game is down to the wire. Just a 1-point game, 47 seconds left on the clock. Conestoga has been pretty dominant in this second half, but as Haverford has shown, they're a force to be reckoned with. They've almost come back. Just 1 point behind. They've been on a pretty good hot streak, especially their defense has been phenomenal. They keep pressure on Conestoga so they don't have a lot of room to breathe or time to deal with.
Definitely. With under a minute left, they're both going to have to put in a lot of effort, a lot of very aggressive effort, which they've already been putting in. They're just going to have to keep going with that.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are going to go tooth and nail. They're going to have to implement, I think, some more aggressive strategies than they have before. Conestoga, I think, although they are trying to run down the clock, probably trying to get at least 2 more points to get themselves a bit more of a formidable lead. But again, that Haverford defense is making that pretty difficult. Jennings to pass it in for Conestoga. Finds Neary, but pressured heavily. A little bit of a controversy there on that call. Haverford calling for a backcourt violation. But it looked like it was too much contact there from Haverford. Heavy protest on that call, but I think in this case the refs knows best. Again, this game is just getting tenser and more intense. And along with that is getting the play style of both of the teams. Haverford is putting more pressure, more physicality into the game than we've seen so far. And with merit, they're just down by 1. They're so close to victory. But again, Conestoga's just playing a little passive. Trying to run down that clock until they can get the last shot off. But not if Haverford has something to say about it. Jennings trying to keep the ball away. Preston with it now. Dotsey applying heavy pressure, and now Foley. Another foul called. Conestoga keeps possession. And Haverford applying so much pressure, inevitably they're gonna have to foul at some point. Jennings facing heavy pressure, gets double teamed, but now Preston has some space. Gets it to Brown, 17 seconds left on the clock. Jennings with it now, and another foul. Looked like another foul on right there. Jennings goes to the line. Haverford rebound could be dangerous after this. First shot is good though. Conestoga gets himself a 2-point lead. Going for the second one. Jennings to shoot. And they get it. 3-point lead for Conestoga. This is going to be tough. Very tough for Haverford. They're going to have to shoot. It's going to be real tough. Lanuette with the foul there. Haverford keeps possession, but only 10 seconds to deal with. And need 3 points. Definitely not an easy feat. Foul after foul. Kelly's the victim that time. Another timeout called. 8 seconds left on the clock. 3-point game. This is going to be real tricky for Haverford. We've seen both teams not have great field goal percentages, and to pull off a 3 in a high pressure, low time scenario like this is going to definitely be tricky. How do you feel about this, Dima?
I feel like it's going to take a miracle for Haverford to really bounce back. But you know what? We've seen a lot of miracles this game, so maybe it will happen. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We can call more and more timeouts, but this game will have to come to an end eventually, probably in 8.2 seconds. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And although this three-pointer will be tricky, Haverford is a team to do it. We saw them take that early lead. We know that one team is not necessarily objectively better than the other, both super strong contenders. But Conestoga has formed themselves a good lead. Jennings with those 2 free throws were super clutch, gave Conestoga some room to breathe. Now Haverford has to get a shot from outside the arc, or a 2-pointer plus an and one. But both of those are relatively improbable. That's going to be the end of the timeout. Both teams coming back. The pressure is crazy. The atmosphere is crazy. Conestoga just has to defend 8 more seconds. Right to take the pass for Haverford. Finds Stotzi in the corner, but double teamed. Maloney to take the 3. Misses, but that's going to be a foul called. Haverford's going to go to the line. Three shots for Haverford. Very intense. Maloney has to make all 3 of these. First shot is short. Haverford's going to have to make this one and maybe get the second rebound. Makes the second one. Haverford's still in it. Down by 2 points. If they can get this rebound and get another 2 or 3-pointer. 3 points left in the game. 3 seconds, I mean, what am I saying? Foul on Conestoga. They're going to go to the line. Foul on number 10. Looked like Kelly there on Haverford. It's not looking great for Haverford. but good for Conestoga. Preston on the line for 2. 3 seconds left. First one's good. 2-point lead for Conestoga. Another timeout called. Dima, how do you think the last 3 seconds of this game are going to end up?
Honestly, at this point, I am not sure what to tell you. It's going to be 3 seconds. Conestoga is with a 2-point lead. I feel like Haverford has been putting in their all to make this game last as long as possible, and it's worked out pretty well for them. They have gotten a couple more points, but at this point, they might try to get 3 throws again, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Haverford's definitely in a sticky situation here. Conestoga, I think, still has another free throw to go. So yeah, Haverford's gonna have to rely on some little bit of luck here, although skill can only take you so far. And Haverford has that, but when you're in a situation, 3 seconds left, 2-point deficit, and another shot for the other team at the line, it's not looking good for Haverford. Preston to take her second shot. Haverford looks like they're primed to take another timeout. Preston makes the first. Haverford possession with 3 seconds left. Maloney doesn't get it. 1.5 seconds left. Yeah. It's gonna be out of bounds. It's like Ryan Jennings gonna take the pass. 3-point lead for Conestoga. Haverford doesn't have a lot to deal with.
1 second left.
Foul on Dotsey. Conestoga to take another 2. Sadly, don't see how this is gonna come up well for Haverford. First shot is good for Conestoga. That's going to be a 4-point lead. Not really much Haverford can do about this. Second shot. It's good for Conestoga. Wright taking the inbound pass. Just 1 second left. Haverford chucks it, but they can't find it. Final score of the game tonight, 28-23 for Conestoga. Dima, how'd you feel about the game?
That was so incredibly tight. This was just a battle to the death, especially the last quarter. It's been an insane game. So many timeouts, trying to buy themselves so much time, and they've gotten their worth of it. They got a couple more points, but so has Conestoga.
Yeah, I mean, not super high scoring game, but that fourth quarter, especially when Haverford was just 1 point away from the win, was super tense. Overall, great game, but Conestoga came out on top. That's it for tonight, but we'll catch you back here for the next game on TETV.